Alright, this is the Wapiti shelter where we slept last night. A few tents and hammocks and such still around, but for the most part folks are packing up and heading out. It's kind of cold this morning. It's in the low 40s today. It's the coldest morning we've had out here in a long time. But it was kind of nice to be kind of tucked into my sleeping bag and not sitting there sweating last night. We're going to do about 9 miles, I think, or 9.5 or something to the next shelter, Dock Knob, I think it is. We've got a steady climb most of the day, and then into Harrisburg tomorrow. And we'll probably zero there for at least a night and see how things go. But anyway, we're going to get on the trail here shortly. I'm trying to decide whether to go ahead and take my raincoat off or whether to leave it on and try to warm up a little bit first. So play it by ear and we'll let you see some things up the trail. I do think we've got at least a couple of views this morning somewhere up the road. We'll see how it goes. Lots of tent space here. This was a nice place to camp. We saw some deer last night. That was really cool. And had a good place to hang my food right there in that room. You can't really see. Here's a log behind me that I got tipped over. You can see that tree right there flipping over. That was where I hung up my food last night. It was a good place, except for the tree was very springy, so every time I pulled to raise my bag, the tree would drop about 3 feet before it would catch enough to pull it. But it was all good. Food stayed safe. We all slept well, and we're about to head out. Alrighty, we are coming to some deep water crossings. It has already been a testy morning.
I was already going to go that direction.
But Bullfrog's out there trying to rearrange some rocks for us to walk across on and not get our feet wet.
Too late.
Yep, Angel's already got her big toe. She's worried about dying of hypothermia and frostbite.
Well, I'm not worried about it. I know I am.
Oh, she knows she's going to. Okay. So there's that. But,
now,
yes.
Do you think you can watch where you're putting your feet?
Okay. Bullfrog is so smart. All right, I'm going to back up just a little bit and get ready to bleep out a few things. Go gentle into that good stream. Alrighty. Alright, Angel is going to live to fight another day. It's my turn and I'm going to put the phone down. Alrighty, nice little stream this morning. Really rolling hard because we had more rain last night, go figure. But it was all good. We stayed dry, we were in the shelter. And it had stopped before we got up this morning. So we're all doing well. It's a little cool this morning. I looked at my thermometer on my pack. If it's accurate, it's about 45 degrees, which is much cooler than we've had in quite a while. But on the plus side, I was very warm and toasty in my sleeping bag. I did not sweat last night. Slept really well. It was nice. Alrighty, this is our trail this morning. And I'm walking back the way of cleaning. We'll stop to breathe a few minutes and take a health and safety break. So we are up here and heading up the rocks. And I think we're about to reach our ridge line. It's not going to be long anyway. Gav's already gone up ahead. He's hiking like a banshee these days, faster than we can keep up with. And I'm proud of him for that. And I'm confident that he knows how to hold himself together in the outdoors and mind his maps and stay on trail and be safe and all those things. I trust him that he can do that. And that's a great feeling to know that he's developed into that kind of a hiker. So I'm proud of him and I'm proud of these guys for pushing us all up the trail. We help each other out and that's a good thing. Well, we're about to be to the top of our first 2-mile climb this morning. Nice little rock right there. We've been going over this stuff. This isn't too bad. There's not that many sharp edges sticking up. But you still kind of have to watch where you put your feet. Almost a little view right there. Not quite, but I think we're going to have a few today. Not sure what they're going to be of, but we'll wait and be surprised. Yeah, I think we might have just reached the ridge line. So we're kind of up and down for the rest of the afternoon, I think. and we can make pretty good time on this stuff. We're not going to go too terribly far. I think we're doing about 9 or 9.5 today. And going into town tomorrow, Angel's going to be getting off the trail in a day or so to go back for some doctor appointments and go to trail days. And Bullfrog's waiting on his uncle to come out. So we'll probably zero in Pearisburg. We'll Nero into there tomorrow, or actually I think maybe enough miles not to even call it a Nero. But we'll probably be indoors tomorrow night and the night following. And then Gavin and I'll be on our own for a week or two until they can catch back up to us. Of course, he's gone off like a shot this morning. He's pretty happy. I think he's been getting a lot of positive encouragement about how well he's hiking. And wow, look at all the ferns down there. The sun's trying to peek through. That's really nice. And again, almost a view down there. Anyway, he's getting a lot of positive encouragement about how well he's hiking, and it's well deserved. He is hiking well. It's just absolutely been phenomenal to watch him grow and mature as a hiker. And finally, I think he's got the confidence to know that he can go ahead of us and know that he's a good, strong hiker, and that he can do whatever he wants to do. And that was one of my goals, is for him to develop confidence in himself. So I'm kind of glad to see that we're getting there. Alrighty, just a little side trail off to the east of the trail, and got a little bit of a view here. You can still see that it's awfully cloudy back off on the horizon there. It's really kind of neat the way those clouds are forming over there. Sun's breaking out up here. Up there somewhere. Aha, there he is. Well, maybe not. The camera's kind of stopping itself down to keep from getting overloaded, but gorgeous little area here. We're kind of up on a big rock right here looking down into the forest floor below. And a pretty little walk today. All right, this one is marked in the app as Wilburn Valley View. And this is a nice little view right here. You can sort of see the sun's coming out up here to the top right-hand corner. And the storm clouds, I hope, are being pushed away. And we're gonna have a great day of hiking today. This is absolutely gorgeous up here. You can see almost forever up here, at least until the clouds come in. Oh wow, this is nice. Well, I find myself walking along through the woods again, and that's very peaceful. Gavin's well up ahead. He has realized that he can hike pretty fast, and he's pretty happy with that. And I trust him to make good decisions. He's got maps and trail guides. Not worried about him. And Angel and Bullfrog are a little behind. Not too far, I'm sure, but it's a little cooler today. Angel's not real good with cold weather because she's from the deep south in Florida, down below Orlando. So she's kind of slow moving on days when it's kind of cold, and this is definitely the coldest day we've had in quite a while. But as long as you keep moving, it's a good day for hiking. And I've done a pretty good job of that. Started out in my rain jacket just to build up a little body heat. And about 2 miles in after the end of the first climb, figured it was time to pull that off, and I would be good, and I have been. My nose is running a little bit, and I don't have my bandana handy. That's a little aggravating. But when I stop to eat, I will definitely get that out. The trail that we're traveling this morning, we had a little bit of an uphill that wasn't too bad, and otherwise we're ridge walking, and it's just been a real pleasant walk this morning. There's some rocks in the trail, but they're not the sharp, pointy kind that I don't like so much. This is what somebody called shale. And when it breaks off, it kind of breaks off in little flat slabs. So not too bad of issues on the feet. I'm grateful for that. But anyway, we're having a good time. Slept warm. I did last night. Gavin said he was cold. I'm not sure why, but we'll get him in his puffy jacket and start him in his liner tonight. That'll make some difference, I think. So we're going to head on up the trail and see what there is to be seen today. Well, moving on down the road, I caught up to Gavin because he stopped to take a break. He's hiking strong this morning. It is a little bit cold. He said his hands are a little bit numb. I said, well, get to moving really quickly. Maybe they'll be all right. So that's what we're doing. And he's going to beat me down the trail. And he's going to be proud of it because he's a good hiker. All right, we'll talk to you soon. Well, it's absolutely amazing what stopping for lunch can do for you. I just did a little while ago and I feel almost completely re-energized. Starting to feel a little bit light when I stopped, and it didn't take me long. And of course, I am going downhill a little bit right now, but it did make a huge difference. It's kind of getting kind of cool now, but as I start moving again, I think I'll warm up some. We're passing by the Ribble Trail. I'm not even sure what that is, but anyway, we're going to move on down the road here. This is the Appalachian Trail that I'm staying on. We'll see you up the road a little bit. All right, I got to take just a minute to show you around. This is the trail going forward, but I wanted to take just a minute and make a lap around while I'm standing here on this rock at the beauty of this forest right here. It is just completely green everywhere. Trail creek right up there. The only downside to the forest right now is the wind is blowing and it's about 40 degrees out here, and I'm in shorts and a t-shirt. So when I stop, it gets a little coolish. So there's a 360 degree look, and this is absolutely awesome. I'm gonna walk on down through it and see if I can warm myself up a bit. Well, that's where the trail just came from right there. And I had a big step down onto this route right here. We're going down along this way, and then we're gonna climb up along the bottom of that. So this is about the most interesting that the trail has been yet. And this may be a no trekking pole step right here. It's kind of hard to say. I know I'm going to want to have a hand on that rock there and maybe get a foot on that one. Not sure how I'm going to navigate this, but this is different. We've not had one like this in a while where we've had the rock top, but it sure is awfully pretty. So wish me luck. Here we go. All right, that wasn't very graceful, but I'm not bleeding, so I'm down and it's all good. Nice little rock formation right here. Up there, got trees growing off the top of it, such as that. There's another rock right there. And then look what we got out here. It's just gorgeous. So, made it down. Now we're gonna move on along. Man, just check this out. I am walking in a sea of green. Ferns everywhere as far as the eye can see, mixed in with a little bit of moss. Beautiful, beautiful day of hiking today. Nothing has been too terribly hard. We've been rocking today, and even the rocks haven't been a pain in the neck or the feet. I'm almost afraid to jinx it, but all that foot's been bothering me for a week or two, and it hadn't bothered me today. And I don't know if that's a sign of healing or maybe it's just gone numb on me. I think it's doing better, but. You know, even though we've been walking over rocks today, it's done real well. And this has been one of the prettiest days that we've had in a while. The weather's not a lot to write home about. It's kind of cool, almost cold a few times, but I think we're probably up over 50 now. And I'm very comfortable. Shouldn't be too terribly far from the shelter. We're not doing an incredibly big day today because we're going into town tomorrow. We can't go all the way today without just working ourselves to death. It's about 18 or 19 miles from where we stayed last night, and there's no real advantage to getting into town late in the evening because you wind up paying to stay somewhere. We could have stayed out in the woods and gone in and had a full day the next day, and that's more like what we're going to do. So we'll keep on heading up the road, the trail that is. We should be seeing the shelter fairly shortly. All right, the tree here says view that way. So let me walk out this way and see what kind of a view we have. It's kind of a cloudy day. The sun's tried to come out a lot of times. So who knows what we'll be able to see out here, but it's early enough in the day and I'm close enough to the shelter. I can take this advantage and go out here. So we'll see what we see here. Alrighty. Yep, we have a view. I don't believe I'm going to go up there, but that is a nice view right there. See the sun trying to come out and make some light over there. And I guess in theory you could get up on this rock and see even more, but I'm not into living dangerously. So we're going to call this one good. We'll head on up the road to the shelter. Alrighty, Doc Snob Shelter. That's where we have arrived. And we beat the rain here. I hope it's going to not rain, but pretty nice shelter. There's a deck out front. And we have seats here. We have a picnic table. And if the weather were a little bit nicer, we've got this nice little Adirondack, double Adirondack chair here. So pretty comfortable place. There's a privy across the trail up that way. And this is going to be our home for the night.